Hello everybody, I'm Delegate Ken Plum reporting to you on the week's activity. It's February 10th. I'm in my office in the General Assembly building in Richmond. That's the Capitol you see in the background. It's a busy week here at the Capitol as we approach the crossover time halfway through the legislative session. The House took up my two bills on sexual orientation this week. Once again, the bills were tabled. The bills would have added sexual orientation to the Human Rights Act, as well as prohibited discrimination based on sexual orientation in state employment. I'm convinced that these bills will eventually pass, and I'll continue to work on them. Also this week, the Senate took up its counterpart to my bill that I introduced on fox penning. Hundreds of people showed up to express, on the one hand, their concern about fox penning as a blood sport, and on the other hand, people who see it as a legitimate sport. The Senate committee decided to carry the bill over to have the Department of Game and Inland Fisheries to review the situation and see if there's adequate regulation of this activity or whether we need to enact additional legislation. Also, the hybrid vehicles on the HOV lanes, put that bill in again this year, as I've done now for the past dozen or so years. It seems that what we'll do this time is not extend for 1 year, but rather make an unlimited extension based on congestion on the HOV lanes. That would be a step forward and would ensure that we continue to be able to get our hybrid vehicles on the HOV lanes as long as they weren't overly congested. This week also, the House passed a bill that changes the Castle Doctrine. That is the ability of you to protect yourself in your home. We've been under English common law for all these many years in Virginia, saying you can only use the force necessary to repel someone who's in your home against your wishes. Under the new law that's passed, you could use unlimited force, which I think is a dangerous precedent for us to set. But we'll see how that bill turns out as it makes its way through the Senate. I've introduced a budget amendment that would buy down the tolls on the Dulles Toll Road as a result of the work being done on Phase 2 of the extension of Dulles Metro Rail. The Secretary of Transportation indicated this week that this Commonwealth could make additional contributions to the project over time. It's hopeful that my amendment asking for $500 million will at least set in motion a payment plan so that the Commonwealth of Virginia will be a regular contributor to bringing down the tolls. That's it for this week's report. I look forward to chatting with you again next Friday.